Good morning. My name is Wendy from Hampshire Hills Athletic Club, and this is our 7th stretch class coming to you from my basement. Good morning, Monica. Today's class is going to begin and end with a little inspiration from Tai Chi. You don't need any equipment other than possibly something to put under your head when we're lying on the floor to do our stretches. So I just invite you to join me in stretching out those muscles, calming your mind, and just breathe through the class and enjoy. I do have a little background music, but feel free to put on your own music. Morning, Heather. So just start with your feet under the hips and soften your knees a little. Draw in through your belly and then lengthen right up the spine to the top of your head. And take a couple shoulder rolls. We're going to start with a little breath work. Okay, set our beginning sequence, a little inspiration from Tai Chi as we breathe and limber up and then into the stretch, and finishing again with a little Tai Chi inspiration. A little moving meditation. It is a beautiful day out there. All right, take a deep breath and bring your arms up and out. And let them float down the front to your heart. And make a circle that circles away and up. Turn your palms down. Press gently towards the floor. And then take another breath. Pull up to the sky. Draw your hands down to your heart, and then make a diamond shape, putting fingertips and thumb tips together. Push away, draw in, press down. Inhale and exhale. Hands to the heart, make the circle. Breathe in and breathe out. Reach up, deep breath, floating the hands down to the heart, push away, draw in and down. Now the breath, breathe in through your nose, gently blow out through pursed lips. Circle, inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, diamond shape. Gently push away, draw in and down. So we're opening the heart to begin our day here. Nice breath work. Circle, down, inhale, and exhale. Gently push out and in. And then another big breath here. Just let your hands float all the way down the front. Then lace your fingers together, thumb tips together, and draw your palms up to the ceiling and lift your chest. Take a stretch. Bend to one side. And push right up to the center. Gentle bend to the other side. Push right up to the center. Then soften your shoulders and back and slowly lower the hands. And just let your fingers paint right down the front here. And paint up the wall. And exhale and paint down the wall. It's called opening the door. Inhale. Exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Let's lace those fingers together again. Push your palms up, side bend, push up through the center, and to the other side. push up the center. And then soften again through the shoulders and gently lower the hands. And inhale and exhale. In through the nose. Blow out like you're blowing into a little straw. Nice deep breath. And then lower your hands all the way down and relax them and let them swing and wrap around you. Completely relaxed arms, relaxed hands, turning from your waist, rotating the upper body here. So turn the chest. Now tap the shoulder, that hand, as you wrap to the front. The other hand's coming around the back and just tapping across to the hip. Okay, take a deep breath and pull right up the front of your body, all the way up. Push out, and then step those feet out wide, turn the toes out, and gently push side to side. As we continue limbering up the body. Okay, now relax those arms again as you were doing before, but we've added this little gentle pushing lunge side to side. I'm going to continue to wrap around. Bring your hands up around your head, big circle, and then push them across the front of your body. And wrap. Circle up around your head, and then push across. And circling up and around, bring the thumb tips and the fingertips together. Then here, part your hands and press across to the side. And that circle up and around, turning, feel that stretch in the waist, and then push across. That's a couple more times. Up and around. One more time. And circle up and around. Okay, lunge over to the side. Place your hands on your quads. And then lift way out in front and lengthen your back. And feel that stretch in the inner thigh. Let's come over to the other side. The hips slide back. The shoulders and the chest come forward. Sliding back over to the other side. And keep doing those nice deep breaths. Now let's come back over here. Long, long back. Slide into the middle here and just bend your knees and roll up through your spine, chin to chest, and you roll all the way up to the top and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Now press your knees out as we lower down. And chin to chest, tuck the tailbone, roll all the way up to the top. And again. As we come down, this time I want you to stay here and scoop your head and shoulders to the front like a turtle coming out of a shell. Beautiful. Then roll up through your spine. Roll the shoulders back and tip forward into a half fold. And keep your hands right there on your legs and then slide your hips back and lengthen that back. Nice long spine. You're going to feel stretch starting in those hamstrings. Knees bend, roll up to the top. Open your arms out, palms up, pull the shoulders back. And let's tip forward again, that nice long back. And you can stay right here in this half fold, or maybe you're ready to come down and lower down towards the floor. Got my hands on the floor. Lift the tailbone just a little and sink your chest down. Soften your knees, hands on your legs, roll up through your spine. open those arms, pull the shoulders back. All right, let's tip forward again, half or all the way down. And now just take your upper body over towards your leg. And take a deep breath. And come into the center. And I'm going over to the other leg, lifting out over that leg. Belly comes towards the quad. Into the center. Lower your tailbone down. Just bring your butt towards the floor, hands on the legs. Scoop your head and shoulders to the front again like that turtle. Draw in, roll up. All right, step in and open those arms again, pulling the shoulders back and stretching right across the chest. Then lace your fingers behind you, pulling your knuckles down towards the floor, shoulders pull back, and then lift your hands away from your backside. And lift your chin just a little. And take a deep breath. Release your hands, give them a little shake, and then bring them just around to your lower back and turn towards your leg. Tip out, bend your knees, and slowly make a big circle all the way around. Lift up. Let's do that again. Bend your knees, tip all the way, nice big circle. And take the breath. Exhale. Okay, stopping here in the center. Bring your feet together and bring your hands up, palms together. Push up, lift your chest, and do a little baby back bend. And pull your elbows out towards the walls and slide them all the way down. And then step your feet back under your hips, hands around to your backside again. We turn towards the other leg to start our circle. Your knees bend and we circle all the way around. Keep those shoulders pulled back. Nice big circle, and bend your knees a lot on these circles. Time. Let's bring your feet together. Let's bring those palms up. Push up, lift the chest, baby back bend. You feel the stretch through your abs. Bending the elbows, we're going to slide the elbows and the hands right down the wall. Take a little step out, take a breath. Exhale. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Take a step back, that front leg, and push the heel into the floor to lengthen your calf. But let's reach up and pull down. Now as I reach, I'm lifting the heel, and as I pull the hands to the hips, I'm pushing the heel down. And stop right here. Hands on the front leg, back heel presses into the floor. Okay, now curl up on those back toes and pull that hip right into the ribs. Reach that arm up. Little side bend. Turn to the front. Let's just take a forward fold halfway or all the way down. Another release to the backs of those legs. Then roll up through your spine. Roll the shoulders back. I'm going to turn to the other side. I'm going to stretch that calf. We reach up, pull down, heel up, and heel down. Nice long arms. And we hold the stretch here. Now the upper body does come forward a little, so you're trying to get a nice straight line from your head through your shoulder, right through the hip, down the leg, and into that heel. Lift your chest, curl up on the back toes, lift the heel, pull the hip right under the ribs. Maybe bend that front knee a little more. Reach up. And a little side bend. Let's lift, turn to the front. Keep the feet wide. Let's take this thigh stretch again. Now the chest and shoulders come forward, right square to the front. And you can come all the way down here and lower this straight leg. Think of pushing that inner thigh down towards the floor as the hips go back. And let's come to the other side. Long back, square right off to the front here with your upper body. You can stay right up there on that leg or come all the way down. Push that thigh towards the floor. Slide into the center. Roll all the way up through your spine. Step in, lace your fingers up the front. Let's do the stretch again. Lift up, add the little baby back bend to this. And open out those elbows and hands, slide them down the wall. And take a deep breath, pull right up the front. All the way up, push out to the wall. Breathe in through your nose and out through the lips. Let's take it down to the floor. And I'm going to start with a modified hurdler stretch. So you need to bend your knees at 90 degrees. One's in front here, one's to the side. So I basically have my front shin parallel to the front and the leg in the back, the shin is parallel to the side. That'll give me about 90 degrees in my knees, and then lift out over the leg. So your chest and your shoulders come right towards your knee, and you feel the pull right in the back of that leg. And take a deep breath. And then retweak your stretch here. Sometimes we've got to fine tune our stretches and go looking for a better stretch. So maybe square off a little more, and you can also start to come all the way down. But I want to continue to lengthen the back to do this. Give it some time so we breathe so that the muscles will lengthen. The deep breaths help so much. Just push up onto your legs and your arm. Your hands pretty under your shoulder pretty well here. And then lift up, push your hips forward, and that arm goes back just a little bit. Nice. Let's come down and do the other side here. I'll go back to 90-90 in the knees. then turning the chest and the belly towards the front thigh and knee. And take a deep breath. And another breath as you lift out over the leg. Readjust. Just let that leg sink into the floor as you breathe through the stretch. And maybe sink down a little more, square off the shoulders. And if the hip on the back leg is open towards the back, just give it a little tug towards the front. Hands back, bring your hand under your shoulder, push up onto the bottom half of your legs, lift up, push your hips forward, and that arm goes back a little bit. Coming to a seated position, just extend your legs out into a wide V, whatever's comfortable for you. Everybody has different turnout. Push through your arms, lift your chest. Okay, relax your feet. And then push the backs of your knees down towards the floor. Now with a breath, we're going to deepen the stretch. So we inhale, exhale, bring your heart forward. If I keep pressing down through the arms into the hands, it helps lengthen the spine to get a better stretch. Let's take another breath, nice deep breath, and you exhale, try to come forward a little more, that long, long back. Lift your chest. Now as we're going to continue to stretch through the legs, we're going to add a little upper back stretch. So I'm going to turn towards my leg, bring the opposite arm across the leg so the back of your hand is on the outside of your leg. Push that hand, press it right onto your leg till you feel the tug in your back. Then with a breath, exhale, slide the back of your hand onto your leg, down towards your ankle. Keep the pressure on so you feel the stretching in the back. You can reach all the way down and even grab on around the outside edge of your foot if you can go that far. If you can't, just keep pushing with your hand and open the chest a little more, turning to the side, and you're going to feel the pull in your back. And that's where we want to stretch. And continue to take long, deep breaths. Slide up the leg. Okay, stop here in the middle here. Just give your legs a little shake. Shake out the feet. Okay, let's turn to the other side. The opposite arm comes across with the back of your hand on your leg. Now start pushing on the leg. And as you press, it just turns your chest ever so slightly towards the side. Then we keep pressing. Slide it down. And breathe. And after a couple of long, deep breaths, you can probably go a little bit further, even if it's just a little. Or again, just go looking for the stretch by maybe pressing and turning your shoulders and your chest to the side. And then slide down. Deep breaths. hands to the front this time. Push the backs of your knees towards the floor. Just walk your hands forward and watch these shoulders. They start to creep up towards your ears. Just roll them down and back and relax them. You're tipping from the hips, lifting out from your heart. Walk your hands back. Now I'm coming all the way down onto the floor. Just roll down onto your back and draw your knees in towards your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back and let them sink into the floor. Take your knees a little wider, pull them out towards the outside of your shoulders. Now take a breath and let your back of your head, your back, your hips, everything just melts right into the floor. Bring your feet together and place them on the floor. And open your arms out to the side. You're going to turn your palms down, keeping your chest open and your shoulders down as much as possible. Lower those knees over to one side. Take a deep breath and then turn your head away from your knees. And take another big breath, and if you like, slide that top leg out to deepen the stretch. Or you can just slide it a little with a bent knee or all the way out. And if you can straighten your leg out, you can push it all the way up towards your hand. But again, we try to keep the shoulders down on the floor. Draw that leg in. Before going to the other side, bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall apart. They just split out to the side. And then change your arm position to bending your elbows with the backs of your hands on the floor so they look like a set of goalposts lying on the ground. And then slide your arms up a little more if you can. You want to keep the backs of your hands down on the floor if possible. Take a deep breath and let everything in that down your backside again sink into the floor. And slide your arms down to your side, bring your knees together. Open your arms straight out, palms down, lower your knees to the other side. With a deep breath, press the shoulders down and turn your head away from your knees. And again, focus on the breath. And then move that top leg out, either a little or all the way out. Another deep breath as we push the shoulder down towards the floor. A deep breath, draw the leg in. Let's take those knees and pull them out towards the shoulders once more. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. And bring your knees together, wrap your arms around them, and hug yourself. Make yourself really small. Lift your head and shoulders up. Now stretch out and make yourself really long. So stretch your legs out, bring your arms overhead, and pull apart. First, lengthening through your abdominals to stretch them apart. Go down the arms, out the fingers, down the legs, out your toes. A deep breath. Roll over, come onto your hands and knees. Walking your hands forward a little here, knees apart, slide your hips back, sink your chest down. Going into this child's pose. Another deep breath. Long breaths. Come up onto your hands and knees. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Lift up onto your toes. And just gently, kind of like massaging your feet. Tread those heels. Just roll through the foot. Walk your feet towards your hands, walk your hands back, and roll all the way up. Bring your feet under your hips and open through the chest. And then bring those fingertips to the back of your head and push your elbows out towards the wall. Lift your chin. Push your palms out to the wall, push them away. Lower your hands to your side. Bring your feet a little closer together and bring your palms up overhead, push up. And as we started, we're going to lift up again, do that little baby back bend. And bend your elbows, push them out to the walls. Slide them all the way down. Now bring the feet apart again under the hips. I want you to completely relax your shoulders and your arms. You're going to roll down one vertebra at a time. And then we're going to slowly roll up, and the last thing to come up are your head and shoulders. So soften your knees and slowly roll all the way down. You're going to feel those shoulder blades start to spread apart. Let your hands dangle, kind of like a rag doll, right? Chin towards your chest. Now draw in through your belly and roll up one vertebra at a time. Look for each one. As you roll all the way up, and lastly comes head and shoulders. Roll the shoulders back. Okay, now we're going to paint the wall again. Inhale and exhale. You straighten the legs a bit and then bend those knees a little. Breathe in and out. Take your hand up and just gently push across the front of your body. As you turn the top half, lower that hand, bring the other hand up, push across. Bring your eyes to your hand. And just imagine you're pushing your hands through clouds. your side. And turn your palms up slightly. Relax your shoulders. Now imagine you're holding a big bubble. And part of it you're holding in your hands. And part of that bubble is actually submerged partway into your body. Take a breath, relax your shoulders. And then close your eyes. And take a deep breath in through the nose and blow out like you're blowing in that little straw. And adjust your feet and your legs for comfort here, but don't let go of your bubble. Hold on to your bubble. And now just focus on the breath. And as thoughts come in, let them float in and float out just like bubbles in the air. Relax your hands, let that bubble float away. Open your eyes. Take a deep breath, pull up the front of your body all the way to the ceiling. Exhale, push out. And one more time. Well, thank you very much for joining me in this stretch class with a little inspiration from Tai Chi. You can get all of the classes Hampshire Hill's doing on our Facebook page in the video section or on YouTube. And we'll see you next time. And hopefully in person very soon. Miss you guys.